Good morning, everybody. This is Max from DexTrader.com. This is the daily commentary. We'll make this short and sweet. We're just going to come in and commentate on the top 10, and let's get started right away. Here's my charting solutions that we're looking at. Now, as of last week, even into Monday and Tuesday, we approached quickly this. Let me slide this over just a little bit so you can see some numbers. The 7017 line, if you will. It's kind of where we're at, 7015 in this little range. On this, what was the support line has now turned into a resistance line, and it's battling heavily. Okay, so we're really kind of staying like this. I really do feel that we could have a rally up past this, and if it does close out, here's the fork in the road, if you will. If it does close out today above, I feel that we're going to have this recontinuation of the breakout and can kind of continue on. But ultimately enough, what I really do feel is going to happen, okay, is that it's going to slowly back off, especially since if we check our friends over here at Forex, we got some heavy news happening tonight, January 3rd, 13th. And I know that this is pretty important information, okay, over here at Forex Factory. So I think that the process is going to kind of really penetrate. If it comes out in a positive fashion, we might penetrate this 7017 line or 7015 line. We've already cleared it once, but if it closes over at the end of the day, then I'm pretty sure that we're going to do a continuance, maybe even touch off and bounce off again. There's going to be a huge battle over this line. This is a very important line in the sand, so keep that in mind. All right, over to the Auto JPY, sort of the same thing. Let's back out here just a little bit, give us some room to look. We're battling this 8203 zone area. You kind of see 8190 to 8206. You know, right around in that area, sort of, it penetrated, it closed out, even on a battle with the bulls and bears here, and it still kind of closed out even again after, you know, trying to touch it again. So again, same thing. I think that we're going to do a continuation for the rest of the day after this very impulsive, you know, 4 or 5, you know, we consider the trend impulsive and corrective. So more of a corrective move. May come down and penetrate over the next 4 or 5 days, even to the next week, but I think we're okay for today. Euro JPY, there's a lot of lines in the sand this week, okay? This 127.94 is a very important one as well. As you see, we're battling this back and forth. That's why I love our system with this support and resistance indicator that we have. But it bounces off this line right here. So keep your trades really in about the downtrend today, okay? So if you get trades during the day, we're definitely looking in a down option, but here right around halfway through the day, we should have a rally for a possible decline in the Euro JPY, so keep that in mind. Euro USD, battle what you will. This one is a kind of a toss. We got some small supports here that kind of touch in. If you can kind of see that, I don't know if you can see that right there. Let me see if I can span out there. Okay, so this one support line here at what is that, 0810, 1.0810. It's already reflected it once, but we're kind of stuck between a ricochet area here, right? We got the 20 EMA, very psychological battle happening right there, and we got this one support line here. So again, main trend's flat. Okay, I'd kind of stay away from this. It's like flipping a coin today. All right, so stay away from the Euro USD in that process. Even if we go down to the smaller denominations, okay, you are getting some penetration. There are a lot of supports in that information. This is always returning to this area. This is a favorite zone for this area. We always look at the M15, and you can kind of see where this one support has already been penetrated. Look for, if you're going to be on the 15-minute today, look at this line as if it comes back to retouch. Okay, put some entry orders in if you're on Forex. If you're on Nadex, try to find something close to this this strike point here. Okay, 08 1.0826, and for a a buy. Okay, so you're going to have it for, if you can find it here, you're basically going to, if it's already up here and it's, once it gets closer, put in for a buy up, because I think we're going to get a bounce off and rejection off of this line here on the 15-minute chart. Let's go over to the Euro British Gold Pound. Sort of the same thing. This hasn't really committed to me. Okay, it's been back and forth over this resistance line at 7491. So keep that in mind. Let this develop. You are in a massively upward trend here on the daily. If we shoot down to the lower time frame, still in a very good, positioned uptrend. So keep that in mind. Don't really see too many psychological lines here that we can use to bounce off. So the next one is going to be up around here, and I think that's going to develop over the next day or two. To get to this point all the way up here. But we shall see. So keep that in mind. All right, British Gold Pound JPY. Again, not a lot of lines in the sand here that we can play with. Even on the 15-minute chart for the day, we are in sort of a flat zone happening. If we back out just a little bit, kind of, playing this zone here, right here. But this is a pretty big zone to play with, almost two main points. So keep in mind, if you're doing any trades on this, trade with this little micro trend we're having. We have this massive, on the 15-minute chart here, we have this massive impulsive move happening. This is a little bit of corrective. We might be getting into another little impulsive and then another corrective and keep going forward. Okay, so this is a good downtrend day for British Gold Pound. Gold Pound USD, same thing. In a downtrend on that process. If we back out, we can kind of see this common sense trend here. Okay, this has sort of come out to a massively impulsive run, and then this has just been a zone for almost a whole day now. Pretty soon it'll be a whole day. So keep that in mind when you're trading. I don't get very many. Looks like we're going to get down to this marker. You can kind of see it touched here, and that's what we're looking at. That's where this line got drawn, was from this position. So it's only 1 day old, but I think it's going to be returning back to this low point over the next, I'd say 10 hours, 12 hours. Okay. USD CAD. Ugh. What a day. Again, not too many issues with getting to some support and resistance lines. Let me get some of my homemade lines out of here. But we are in a massively upward trend throughout the month. Let's jump down to the 15-minute mark. Again, come back. We're looking for this. Again, we're in a downward trend here. Okay, we got this trend going on. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. If we can breach this trend line and keep going up, then we might have a reversal. All right, in the trade side. But we're having this 1 day, maybe not even a full day trend. Overall, we're doing pretty good. This is not really lower than this line, but because that's so low, but we are still kind of staying within this 3-day, 4-day trend of being up on the 15-minute chart here. Okay, so feeling that's going to come back down again, but watch for rejection from this. Let's pull it up here. From this 1.4188 line. Okay, if you're in Forex, put a couple create orders here for a buy, but put your stops just on the other side. It's 2 or 3 pips on the other side. Keep in mind the spreads. All right. If you're in ADEX, look for those charges right there. If you are trading offshore binaries, when this comes down close to, if you're using your charts, okay, do so by, as soon as this hits, put a trade in for a call on the USD CAD as soon as it hits that line, and keep your trades low. And if you have to, trade on demo so you get the experience. All right, last couple ones. USD JPY, one of my favorites. All right, so we're down to this 1 year mark, 118.34. We've had penetration, we've had retest. So this is on the daily chart right now. Okay, so what we want to do is flip over to the 15-minute chart, and we want to look at, this is where it's coming to. Okay, it's bounced off the EMA. It's coming down here. It's only going to be here over the next, say, hour, 2 hours, maybe in that point. Probably gets a little bit of penetration as it kind of unfolds itself. If we look back, we're in a upward trend. So keep that in mind. So it's as this is going to come down, penetrate, and go back up. Okay. All right, last one for the day. Yay! All right, so let's back out of this. This is the USD CHF. This is on the one-day chart. Massive, huge 6-year line right there, and a 1-year that we're approaching. Okay, this is the big one. Let me put it over here. Okay, now of course my computer's acting up. 1.0123. Okay, again, Forex traders, because we're in an upward trend, you have to be a little bit careful about putting a rejection from this line. Okay, we've had a massive impulsive move. This is on the one-day chart. All right, so let's look at the 15-day. This is what it looks like on the 15-day. We've had penetration of the 1-year. It's come back to retouch, which usually support or resistance usually turns into the opposite once it's penetrated and fully committed to. Okay, so if we're looking at a massively upward trend and kind of see that this is news related or what have you, keep an eye on the news. We have some stuff we're releasing at about 10 o'clock. So we're getting a little bit of rejection here right now. If this closes in the next 15-20 minutes, be very careful. When you get a EMA really close to the trend line or the support line, you get this little bounce effect and it kind of washes out and the battle gets misdrawn here, okay? Because there's a lot of psychological stuff happening in this point. I'd almost avoid this for a little while, all right? Okay, folks, that was my commentary for the day. Today's January 13th, 2016. Appreciate your time. I'm Max Farrow. This is Dex Trader. See you inside and trade well.